The holiday season is here, and it's on everyone's mind. For many, it's a time we celebrate, but for others, it's a time that's dreaded, especially those experiencing grief and loss. Houston Crimestoppers is helping families struggling this time of year. Joining me this morning is Director of Crimestoppers Houston Victim Services, Andy Kahn, and Leticia Ibarra, mother of Jessica Perez, who was murdered at the age of 24. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for coming on the show and chatting with us this morning.
Hey, great to be here. Thanks for helping us promote our event.
Absolutely. Leticia, I want to start with you, and I want you to tell us about Jessica.
Jessica was a beautiful 24-year-old girl, the oldest of the family, just a wonderful big sister, beautiful young lady, just a really a joy to be around.
I know you had the opportunity, Leticia, to speak with our Robert Arnold about the man who confessed to murdering Jessica. Do you have an update on Jessica's case?
Yes, so he has been sentenced to 40 years in prison. So he is currently in a facility in East Texas, serving his time. So thankfully, system for that.
Yeah. Andy, I know there's a big event happening this weekend. It's the memorial tree ceremony. Tell us about this event and how this benefits families impacted by such loss.
So, Zach, we started this event, I'm not going to age myself, but decades ago, in which we have trees that are put up, and they'll be put up in the lobby of Crimestoppers. And this is being done in conjunction with the organization of Parents of Murdered Children and Surviving Family Members of Homicide. And families will be placing personalized ornaments, and I'll show you kind of what they look like here. Yeah. They'll be placing these ornaments on several different trees, and the trees will remain up at Crimestoppers throughout the holiday season. And as Leticia knows, the holiday seasons are extremely difficult for surviving family members when everyone else is happy, joyful, going around thinking about presents and family get-togethers. You're always reminded that there is an empty chair amongst your family. So this is a good way to bring people together. All of them are walking in the same shoes, and let the community know that they care about them. Law enforcement will be joining us. I know several elected officials and public officials will be there, and it's a way for the community to support those who lost loved ones, and keeping in mind that Parents of Murdered Children is the only organization in the country in which someone else writes out your membership for you. Yeah. So it's a very moving event, and I'm hoping that people that do watch this, as well as your station, will cover it to remind everyone of what happens when you lose a loved one to homicide.
Yeah, that grief and that loss is tremendous. I know, Andy, you mentioned support. I want to ask you, Leticia, as a mother who has lost a child to a senseless act, what does this support mean to you and that opportunity to be able to see the community come together, but also to associate and to converse and to support other families of loss?
Oh, it's immeasurable. I've often said that I wouldn't have been able to go through this or navigate through this without the support of Crimestoppers and Parents of Murdered Children and surviving family members of homicide. They were just so supportive and wonderful, offered me so many resources, answered all of my questions. So this community, as we say often, is one of which none of us volunteered to be a part of. Yeah. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would be a member of this community. But, and we're also incredibly underrepresented. And we really, really would like to change that. And there's events like these that help. It's a way to honor my daughter, other family members, other victims in a loving, wonderful, supportive way with the entire community together. I would like to also invite elected officials and law enforcement from surrounding counties. There's many family members there that are victims of crimes that are outside Harris County. So I think I would really love surrounding counties to be represented as well.
That impact is widespread. Andy, for people watching right now, listening, who feel compelled to get involved, to do something, where do you suggest they start?
The best thing to do is probably to reach out to our office. I'm easily accessible. You can send me an email at akahan@crime-stoppers.org. You can always reach me at my office phone, which is 713-923-5601. And for everybody, people that do not know, Parents of Murdered Children is part of a national organization. We probably have one of the most active, largest chapters in the country. The Houston chapter meets every month, the second Tuesday. Whatever that second Tuesday is, they meet from 7 to 9 p.m. at Crimestoppers. So, for example, actually next Tuesday, December 12th, will be their next monthly meeting. So besides the monthly meetings, there's newsletters, different events, and I think people feel comfortable knowing that everyone who's there is walking in their shoes and they understand what you're truly going through.
Yeah. It's relatable for sure for those folks who attend. Andy, I had the opportunity to speak with Helen Ivy Maldonado, the daughter of Fran Ivy, this past week, and she was telling me that her daughter is performing at the tree ceremony event that you're having this weekend.
Oh, surprise! Oh, wow! I'm kidding. I know about it. Yeah. I think that's great. I mean, their case is a classic example. It's been 40 years. Yeah. 40 years since their mother and two other realtors were murdered out in West Houston, in a beautiful part of town, and still unsolved. And yet 40 years later, here they are. So that just tells you that when you lose a loved one, a homicide, you basically got a life sentence yourself. Yeah. But we're honored to have them perform, and I think it's a great tribute, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, we so much appreciate you, the work you do every day. Letitia, thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate your time as well.
Thank you. Thank you for honoring the victims, people like my daughter and other families.
Yeah, we always say you always have a platform right here at KPRC. Thank you both.
I hope to see you guys there and covering the event.
Very good. Sounds like a plan, sir. Thank you.